too much on words like, well, I have this trouble myself writing delicious. You suddenly look at the page and you've used delicious 4 times. Why is it delicious? Try to take it that extra step. What happens in your mouth? What the smell is? You can't write a paragraph, but select a word that defines a little more sharply. I think that's one thing we all need. That's about it. Maybe you'll think of some things that in our talks that.
One other question, and I'll open it up for questions. Everyone else, take us through. Let's use Marion Cunningham as an example, because I know her well personally, and right. So you have this raw talent, I guess, but someone who's totally untrained. How did you, one, bring out the voice and encourage her, and how, in the end, what was the result of that? I mean, how did she improve, or what happened during the 15, 20, 25 years ago?
Well, I think she started out thinking, well, all she could do is test recipes.
Yeah, she always says, I'm not a writer.
I'm not a writer. And she really wasn't a writer in that she didn't know that logical connection, progression of thought, and she hadn't done it much writing in school, so she was a little afraid of it. So again, it was important that the person working with her, helping with the writing, be there, observe, and ask questions, and that worked very well with Marion, because of course she liked to have somebody anyway to talk to. But I can't stress the importance of that, and it's for somebody interested in food writing, it's a very good sort of side career to find somebody who really needs help with a cookbook. And it's made some careers, so that's something to be alert to. Hard to find. But I do think that once Marion became more confident, you can hear her, and she had sort of old-fashioned expressions, which I love. This is a dandy dessert. Well, don't you want to make a dessert that's dandy? It's better than overworn delicious. And so she did come out, her personality came out on the page, I think. And she was wonderful talking to people. She was good with the group. And so I think she evolved. One of the nicest books I think she wrote was her breakfast book. And she had been a consultant at that little breakfast place in Berkeley. And she left the house, chefs out to her place in Walnut Creek, and she would make these wonderful old Fanny Farmer waffles that they rise on yeast, and they're very rich and crisp, and they're delicious. And so she became a part of their world, and they exchanged ideas, and was an advisor and a comforter to so many of them. And she just really blossomed as a person. It was an interesting story because it didn't happen until her late 30s, really, did it?
50s, 40s.
Well, late 40s, she was her late